I just started this game, so it's I haven't really got far in it. So you should be able to see what's still going on. Why is she barefoot in the office? What's going on? I forgot where I left off at.
All I know is the police took his chair. Forensics, I suppose.
So I'm this new doctor that's trying to figure out who killed this other doctor, Dr. Dekker. I don't know what is he, a psychologist or a psychiatrist, one or the other. And we're questioning the patients. This is the secretary. She's pretty hot though,
He
right?
was stabbed, so that's quite a personal thing to do. I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of the patients who had a problem with the treatment they were getting. I'm just surmising. If you're unhappy enough to kill your therapist, they're probably not doing a very good job.
She seems like something's off with her, right? She seems like she's crazy.
I wasn't really in his social circle, so I don't know if he had any friends. In terms of enemies, I heard things get heated in his office sometimes, but I won't name any names. Susan, Annabelle, Melissa, there are some names, but they're not names of anyone I know.
Then why did she name him? So basically, they give you questions you can ask them, but you can also type questions, which is kind of cool. And if there's an asterisk, like on this question right here, if you can kind of see it, the green asterisk, then I can follow up on that. Or I should follow up on that. I think that's the only one. And for those, I kind of have to type in a question. So I don't know. Let's type something, right? Yeah, when did he find his body? It should take a while to type though. Alright. This is probably easier if you have like a micro. I can't like, cause instead of typing it, right? It's much quicker that way. Yeah, so let's ask that.
I'm not sure Ben will be coming in for a while. He's still pretty shook up about finding the body. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often in the line of work he's in. Anyway, he said he found the body at exactly 20 minutes past 10. For some reason, the first thing he did was look at his watch. That's all he'd say before he'd shut down. The police weren't very talkative either.
Alright, let's ask why did he look at his watch? Like we gotta figure out why. Gotta get some more evidence. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. I'll type it in. Yeah, why did he check his watch?
I'm not sure Ben will be coming in for a while.
Nothing?
He's still pretty shook up about finding the body. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often in the line of work he's in. Anyway, he said he found the body at...
Yeah, so if you don't get anything, they'll just replay the same segment. Let's ask about his line of work.
Sorry, didn't you know? Ben's one of the night shift cleaners. I'm sure he's got some tales he could tell.
Let's ask about the tails. Yeah, this is kind of. So these are further. We can further ask them questions. I could just go to the next day. I might just do that if I can't figure this out.
I don't know, Doctor.
What don't you know? She's not telling us something. Oh, so why didn't he want to talk to the police? Let's ask that. Yeah, let's see what she says.
I'm not sure Ben will be coming
Oh my
in for a
gosh.
while. He's still pretty shook up about finding the body.
Okay.
I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often in the line of work
He's
he's
a
in.
cleaner.
Anyway, he said he found the body at exactly 20 minutes past 10.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, the first thing he did was look at his watch. That's all he'd say before he'd shut down. The police weren't very talkative either.
I'm stuck. Let me see. What do I say? Dr. Dekker was killed on Valentine's Day. I should ask the patient where they were. Yeah. Let's look for a clue. That's pretty good.
I don't know what Dr. Dekker was doing here, and my services weren't required that evening. He'd often stay late though, so it wasn't that unusual.
Okay, oh, she's green. We got her green, so we asked her all the questions. We had to ask her why he was working late. Dang, how did we not figure that out? That's why the janitor checked his watch twice. Like, oh, because he found him working late and he died. All right. Cool, cool. Now we can go the next day. Yeah.
I'm having a loop day.
I don't know what kind of loop day you're having. Oh, he's the only patient we have right now.
It's a do-over day. You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again?
Jaya? Yeah, see, I know that. Been paying attention.
You didn't know that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah?
Yep. Playing World of Warcraft.
No. No, we played that game together, but we didn't meet in it.
Oh, he met her in school? Uh-oh. My mind. But I knew that's how they got engaged.
Well done, Doctor. Yeah, we met at secondary. Wouldn't it be funny if my day loops if you fail to get a question right?
Who?
I agree. I'm having a loop day. It's a do-over day. You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again? I suppose you did remember that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah? Yeah, at secondary school. It's been fun, but I've got a pill. Dr. Dekker gave me this pill. He told me if I took it, I'd never have another loop day. It's got a small skull and crossbones on it.
Well, that's poison.
Should I take the tablet, Doctor?
He's got a small skull and cross. He probably is trying to give him poison. But yeah, so we repeated the day because we didn't get all his questions right. So I guess it does happen. If that happens, maybe he'll die. Let's do it. Let's just see.
Okay. See you on the flip side.
No, he dies. Maybe. I don't know.
Mom?
Oh wait, am I repeating the
I'm
day?
having a loop day.
Oh my gosh.
It's a do-over day. You won't remember.
Alright, I can skip that at least. We know who
Well
the
done.
assistant is. He met her at school.
Yeah.
So tell me
I
about
never mentioned a pill this time, or a tablet. What the hell is going on here? Are you reliving my days?
Wait, what? Are we reliving his days?
Something somewhere has changed since you arrived. Like some kind of sim theory. It's a thing. Some professor believes we could be living inside a computer simulation and someone is controlling us. And there are millions of these sims. And someone somewhere behind a keyboard is just causing havoc. I'm starting to think you have that keyboard, Doctor. Wait, don't answer that. I don't want to know.
Oh yeah, did you get to the did you figure out who the killer was on your first try, Paco? Because I've heard that it's random. It changes from each playthrough.
Midnight each day.
On Valentine's night,
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10.
Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home,
David is my husband.
all on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death.
When I'm dancing,
You get this day over and over.
Hilda,
I black
I
out,
don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just...
naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
These people are crazy though. These are some of the sickest patients I've ever seen. I mean, I don't know that many people that are disturbed like this. All right, Act 2, Valentine's Day. Let's go.
Ooh. Deja vu. Are you sitting in exactly the same place I left you last night? Oh, that's where it all starts, Doctor. Anyway, do you think you can fit me in today? Looking at the diary, it's just the usual suspects, and you must be getting sick of them already. I've got this for you, too. It's some more footage from Professor Alderby that was hiding away.
So we got evidence added. Alderberg footage.
Come find me if you need anything.
What's so is that another horror game? Bunker, Late Shift, and Complex? What are those? I mean, I might have to check them out. Are they on sale?
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it. Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I I just wanted the day to move forward. I instantly regretted it. And lo and behold, here we are, a new day. Hannah's clothes are a pile of ashes.
Oh yeah, I didn't know. I'm gonna have to check them out here. I'm gonna write them down. Bunker, Late Shift, and Complex. Yeah, I'll check those out. Like, I didn't even know like real life simulation games like this existed. This is like the first one I'm playing. It's like an indie game. It was recommended on the PlayStation Network, so I was like, why not? And it's October and all, right? Trying to get into something horror kind of, but this isn't really horror.
I've kept almost all of her stuff as she left it. Just the clothes. I decided to burn those yesterday, so here I am. Hannah loved clothes. Every season, she'd donate her entire wardrobe to some charity or another, and only buy stuff she loved. I was left with winter. I don't even know what her favourite season was. Does it matter? What's your favourite season, Doctor?
Yeah, I'll definitely check those out. I'll even play them if I can get through this game. I think this game is like, it depends, 8 hours long. If you watch all the video and do all the possible questions. But I've seen people can finish this game in like under 2 hours, especially if they're skipping the video logs if they've seen them already. But this is my my first playthrough. I'm gonna try to answer these questions like if it was me, if they were asking me these questions. I don't know if you can get it wrong though. So let's see. I'm gonna put I guess spring.
If you like spring, you're supposed to be optimistic and creative. Well, that explains why we're still having these sessions.
He said optimistic and creative. I guess this guy's not very optimistic about his outlook.
Dr. Dekker felt that Hannah was holding me back. The memories of Hannah. In his opinion, I was holding on to the past. So I guess he cursed me. If that's even a thing.
Let's see, what else can we ask him? I'll let you know if I get those games, in case you want to stop by on that. He cursed him, though.
Yes, Dr. Dekker cursed me. I don't really want to talk about it, but let's just say I blame him for the way I am. Can you give me some advice, Doctor?
I don't know how the doctor could have cursed him if he already came to see the doctor.
I've been trying to think how I can get past today. I've come up with a couple of choices. I could set fire to Hannah's photographs. I've got them in Dropbox anyway. But setting fire to the clothes did the trick. Or setting fire to a rocking chair. She sounds like an old lady, but she loved that rocking chair, which I've not sat in since. Which one do you think's best?
I don't know. I kind of went away. We gotta ask the suspects what were they doing in Valentine's Day too, but let's finish this dialogue with them. Oh, you killed them? Which one? Do you remember the guy's name? Let's burn the
Photographs it is
photos.
then. I'll let you know how it goes.
I think it's easier to burn photos than a piece of furniture.
I was at Henley Church on Valentine's Day, visiting Hannah's grave. It's the anniversary of her death. Her parents wanted a huge funeral with all the trimmings. Hannah would never have come for it. But it does give me somewhere to visit. I got to write the epitaph.
Oh yeah, true. That way we can avoid the spoilers, right? Yeah, when did he leave the church?
I left Henley Church about 11 o'clock on Valentine's Day. I was talking to an archaeologist who said it uncovered some fossils resembling a strange cephalopod-like creature. Strange place to find an octopus, really. What? Do you think I've got something to do with Dr. Dekker's murder? Maybe you should ask your assistant who Dekker saw that day.
Wait, he saw the assistant that day? And what kind of church is this? Like, it was a Scientologist church originally. That's what the gravedigger told us.
We walk alone without our angel.
We walk alone. That's pretty deep.
I'm not religious. But when I wrote Hannah's epitaph, I knew her parents would want some acknowledgement of the great bearded one. But she was an angel to me. She was an angel to everyone.
Yeah, she seemed like a nice person.
I've been alone since Hannah. I can't imagine anyone ever replacing her. Not that I've looked. Do you think I should look for someone else?
Yeah, man, he has to get on a dating website, or he needs to date somebody in the supermarket that he works at. Yeah, apparently they all could have done it. Like, I've just played the first act last night, right? And to me, they all seem suspicious. They all seem like they could have done it. I mean, even the assistant, she seems like she could have done it. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him. I mean, that happened 5 years ago. This guy's ready to move on. He needs to go get some. I think that would clear him of his problems.
Okay, fine. I'll try. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for, though. Just sign up to Tinder and start swiping. Maybe it's just company I'm missing. Although I don't really want any.
They actually mentioned Tinder, the app on this. Yeah, dude, me too. I'm into like thrillers. This is kind of like a thriller. So this is like why I'm really interested in this game. Yeah. It was good, right?
It was a missed call. It was Valentine's Day, so I wasn't in the mood for conversation.
What's a cephalopod? And I like how they go into all the different types of diagnosis. Like, some of them I didn't even know existed. Some of these conditions that these people have.
It's a sea creature, like an octopus. I suppose they find dinosaur bones everywhere. Just because we're on land now doesn't mean millions of years ago this place wasn't at the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, I'd go back and watch it. Are you gonna finish it? It's a pretty good time, like during this season, to watch stuff like that. Like I'm big into horror movies and shows.
She was interested. Maybe I misread. Maybe she was just being kind. I suppose most women wouldn't enjoy me talking about my dead ex for hours.
Yeah, dude, I binge watch it. Like, normally if I get hooked on a show, I'll just finish it all the way through.
I like winter. Being snowed in with Hannah. Just the two of us. It's paradise.
Yeah, winter's that's a nice season too.
She's dead. Thanks for bringing that up.
I just told him that I asked him to talk about his mom and she's dead. It's messed up. Oh, alright, let's ask somebody else a question. Oh, she has a different dress on today.
We went out for drinks. Didn't you know? He said it was a breach of something or the other, but I can be pretty persuasive when I want to be. Shh.
Oh, I think she slept with the doctor. I'm gonna go out on the limb. Yeah, but I definitely finished watching that show, and then there's some good horror movies on too right now. Like Netflix has some good stuff. Let's ask if they just went out for drinks.
It was Valentine's Day. I drink on special occasions.
Wait, she says she doesn't drink. When I asked last time I asked her. I guess they'll contradict themselves and they'll say, "See, were you lying about not drinking? I asked her if she drank."
I don't drink, only sometimes, like a social drinker. Like a social smoker. They don't smoke either.
But she goes out every night, so every night she's smoking. Every night she's drinking.
I know, it's pretty hard to believe, isn't it? I feel pretty ugly. But I think I have a nice smile.
She ain't bad. Oh yeah, let's tell her she's not ugly.
Lots of people find me attractive, but I've seen something truly beautiful. Makes me feel dull by comparison.
Do you know the name of it? If I know the name, I can probably tell you because that sounds familiar.
I have a recurring dream where I find something beautiful in the sea. But I don't know you that well yet, Doctor. Let's wait a while before I tell you my most intimate secrets.
Sorry to cut in, Doctor. I've just had a phone call from a solicitor. Ben's trying to sue us for nervous shock. Should I go and see him to talk it out, or should I find a solicitor to represent us? Sorry to be pushy, I just think we should act quickly before it's too late. Okay, well, just let me know.
She busted in there. Yeah, like when is it recent? Is it a recent show, like a 2019 or 2020? But if I haven't seen it, I'm definitely gonna add it to my list of shows to watch.
Wouldn't you like to know? Is our session up now?
Well, she's not talkative today. That's how women are. Said that, like, they'll give you mixed signals. Let's ask her what she did on Valentine's Day.
I was with Dr. Dekker until about 9 o'clock. I remember getting an Uber. It was expensive, and the driver was annoying. I saw one of your patients, actually, the nurse, when we drove by the pier. She was with someone. I don't think she saw me.
So she saw the doctor till 9 o'clock. She took an Uber to the beach and blacks out like she always does.
I haven't been back to the beach since our last session, and no blackouts. You doctor and you hope. You're much better behaved than Dr. Dekker.
That's because Dr. Dekker was trying to get trying to get with her. And I think she was blacking out because she was having too much alcohol.
We went out for Valentine's Day. Neither of us had dates, so I just suggested we go out together. You know, rather than just sit in with nothing to do. He'd been acting a bit strange anyway, and I thought he could do with a break. Dr. Dekker dated his patients. That's not good behavior, is it?
No. I think that breaches some kind of patient confidentiality, patient breach, conflict of interest, something.
I think her name was Scarlett? One of his patients, an older woman. I guess that's how he liked them.
Look how comfortable she is. She's got no shoes, laying on the couch. How do you feel not going to the beach?
I haven't been back to the beach since our last session. Kind of missed it.
I mean, you can go, just don't get drunk, right?
You do something a lot, you're gonna miss it. I suspect I'll go back there soon, but it's helped with the blackouts. I have no idea. I just went home. I guess he probably came back here if that's where they found him.
Wait, she didn't go home. She said she went to the pier, like the beach. Or maybe she went past there?
People are quick to put labels on everything. I suppose Dr. Dekker was more than just a therapist to me. We had a lot of things in common, but we weren't seeing each other.
I guess they were a patient, doctor with benefits.
I'm not seeing anyone at the moment. Are you offering, Doctor?
What? Yeah, why not? Let's go out with her. Should I put that? Yes, I'm offering. I'm gonna get fired.
Well, you have my number, Doctor,
Mind
and my
games.
address. I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together if you want to.
I'm playing mind games with this woman.
Yeah, the Uber driver also fished down by the sea. He said he'd seen me lots of times after I washed up. And he told me that I had a great body. Just wanted to get home.
That's kind of weird because she seems like very flirty. Like, so when this Uber driver was trying to flirt with her, she wasn't having it.
I don't know anything else about the driver. I've forgotten him already.
And can't she pull up the app and find out who her driver was? Come on. It's 2020. I don't buy that.
I've danced around in my living room, but no clubs since last time. I like dancing around in my underwear. Sometimes less.
Oh, she's definitely freaky. So she likes to dance naked in her birthday suit. Let's ask somebody else a question, but she's still, there's still some follow-ups we can do with her. Eileen was the nurse, right? A psycho killer nurse. Because I think she was killing her patients. She has like 3 patients that die every month.
I haven't had a great day, to be honest.
Why, you killed
Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse.
Who? Oh, Hilda was one of her patients.
This? Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave it to me before she died.
I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah, what else have the patients given? Like, they give her stuff right before they die, or she takes it right before they die.
I have a few other things. A watch, a ring. One patient gave me a little china bird. They're not valuable, just trinkets, really.
I don't know, a ring? I'm pretty sure she could sell that.
Strictly speaking, all of the patient's belongings should be passed on to family members after they die. But Alice's son never visited. He didn't care about his mum. Why would he care about some worthless piece of jewellery? It just doesn't feel right to me. What do you think, Doctor? Am I wrong to keep the locket?
Again, she just... See, these patients, man, if you listen to them, they contradict themselves. She said the patient gave her the locket, and now she's saying, was she wrong to keep it? Well, I mean, I don't know. Was she wrong to keep it when they offered her to her, or did she take it? I mean, if the patient offered it to her, then it's not wrong. But this lady, I don't know, she could have took it, right? So let's just say, yeah.
I don't see the harm. Alice wanted me to have it. You and Terry and all the other nurses just don't understand.
Oh, that's not good. I should try to make these people happy, the patients happy, maybe, because then they're gonna, they're gonna tell me more information.
Actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know. But it was a nice date, different to what I'm used to.
Oh, yeah?
It was very traditional, old-fashioned, Dinner at a nice restaurant. Then we went for a little walk along the pier, held hands, had a bit of a kiss. Then he called a cab, and I went home, alone. I think it was about 11 when I left Max. I'm sure you could check with the taxi company if you really wanted to, if you think I need an alibi.
No, let's just ask Max, her date, right?
Yes, I had a session with Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day. 3 o'clock, I think. Just a few hours later, he was... I still can't get over it.
What? He was what?
Hilda's the one I mentioned in our last session. She's dying. I can tell. I need to see her before it's too late.
Maybe Jaya should check Eileen's alibi with the tax company. Eileen, accused of stealing, said it started with the locket. What else had patients given her? I thought Mariana said she didn't drink. These are my notes that I'm writing.
Help her finish her unfinished business. People who are dying always have things they wish they could do before they go. We leave a lot of loose ends in our lives. We're very messy that way.
I mean, I guess, right? People have regrets in their lives. Maybe some they want to make right. Some things, I don't know if they can.
Hilda wants to see her daughter.
Okay.
She's in Australia, so I'm going to have to use my talent.
What? Use FaceTime. She can do a video call.
I can change my skin.
Oh, hell no.
What I look like. I can turn into a patient's loved one. I just hold their hand and ask them to imagine that the person they want to see is sitting right here next to them, and I become them. It's how I help them move on.
She needs to be in...
That's how I comfort them.
See, these conversations go like sideways real quick. She said use her special talent. What is she, a chameleon? She can morph into them? Oh my gosh.
I only shift at work to help my patients.
She's a shifter.
I don't have any interest in using it as a party trick or to deceive anyone.
Yeah, I don't think she can do that. She probably gets them so high up on medications that they think she's anybody she tells them they are.
Of course, it was Terry that accused me of stealing. One of the other nurses. She's actually trying to make out that I'm some kind of HSK.
A what? Yeah, what does HSK stand for? I don't know. Home stealer killer?
Healthcare serial killer.
Oh, there we go.
You know, like
That's
those nurses that kill loads of their patients. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. Anyway, because a few of my patients have died on me, and some of those patients have given me gifts, Terry thinks it means that I've been killing them off.
Yeah, I've never heard the term healthcare serial killer, HSK. That's new to me. I mean, I don't work in the medical field as my day job. But I think that, you know, what her coworker's saying, I think is kind of true. I mean, I have that suspicion right now of her.
His name is Max. He's really sweet, but I don't see a future between us. He's not really my type.
She said he was hot. It was something different than she's used to. Yeah, it was old-fashioned. He was a gentleman, took her to a nice restaurant, held her hand, and now she says she doesn't want to marry this dude.
I've known Max
I don't know.
a couple of years, but this is the first time we've been on a date. I don't think he's boyfriend material.
Oh, let's see if she contradicts herself. How can she tell when people are
I
dying?
can sense it, you know? It's like when you're outside and there's a sudden change in the light or the air feels different and you know it's going to rain. It's like that. I always know when one of my patients is fading, even before the doctors know. Their energy changes. It sounds silly when I put it into words. I sound like my mum.
I bet the energy changes. She probably, again, hikes them up on drugs.
Dr. Dekker seemed fine on Valentine's Day. He seemed to be in a good mood. It didn't seem like anything was bothering him.
Dr. Dekker was happy he had a Valentine's date with Mariana. Oh, that's what it's called? It's called In the Dark? Yeah, let me look it up real quick. It sounds familiar. Okay, yeah, I haven't seen it. I'll check it out though. This is a new patient? I never seen a Jasmine before.
I'm Jasmine. I don't come in that often. What happened to Dr. Dekker?
You don't know? He died.
Oh. When? How? Sorry, you probably don't know, do you?
Yo, I have to check it out. It says it's a comedy drama though. Is it kind of funny? Dekker was stabbed.
Ouch. I didn't really know him that well. I'm trying to remember what I was doing on Valentine's Day now.
What was she doing? Wait, what?
We had a display in the gallery based on Love Conquers All, so I had to work. Mainly it was a collection of giant hearts sat on things, but I ran into another patient, Bryce. I'd never really spoken with him before, but he's quite an art critic. I couldn't get rid of him until I finished work at 11. There's actually another guy who takes over on the night shift. I'm not sure if he kept talking to Bryce though. Providence is open 24 hours.
She seems suspicious too though.
There's not much to tell. I knew he was a patient here. I'd seen him in the waiting room a couple of times. He likes art and talking and talking and looking down here instead of up here.
Oh, Bryce is, I guess he gets freaky with the ladies. That's the
When
problem.
you see a painting, it stands still. When I see one, it's moving, like a mini film, like little vines. But when there's a person in the painting, they watch me, normally disapprovingly.
Wait, so the paintings watch her?
Because they don't think I know how to appreciate art, because I'm too young.
Do you appreciate
Yes, of course. Otherwise I wouldn't be working in an art gallery. I love art. I love paintings. Like I said, they move for me.
Yeah, the second season's really good. I think I liked it better than the first. And I don't want to spoil it, but it looks like they're gonna make a season 3 on it.
When I want them to, normally. When I want to really get inside what's going on. But some paintings, I can't stop. I've been working on portraits, at home, outside work. But my paintings aren't so good. Nowhere near Providence standard. I painted a man, Dorian. You know, after Dorian Gray.
Oh yeah, Dorian Gray. That's the guy that didn't age. His painting would age. It's a good movie too.
I wanted to try and capture someone aging, so I divided the face into thirds and painted a boy, his father, and his grandfather in each third. It was hideous. And it started talking to me.
I don't even know how to classify her condition. And yeah, that's a really good show. Like the second season, I binge watched it in like 2 days. Like I like in when it just came out, when the second season came out, I like finished it. I think I was sick when it came out. Like I had a cold, so like I had nothing to do. I was like, I might as well watch it.
That I'm ugly. That I have no talent. Nothing will become of me. Is that true, Doctor?
Yeah, did they mention when the third season's coming out? Like, because the second season came out like in January of this year, so it's been almost a year. Let's see, is she ugly? I mean, she's not ugly. But I mean, I guess I don't want to make the patient feel bad, so it's not true.
I hear it so many times with that wretched painting. It's in my head. But thank you.
Oh, true, because of the pandemic, I guess they're not filming stuff.
He was shy. And then less so. When I told him about my problem, he told me to set fire to it. Yeah, he
To the
could have been more
painting?
specific. I tried to set fire to Providence. At that time, I thought the only way to fix my problem was to set fire to the entire art gallery. Several paintings didn't make it. Luckily, my boss didn't press charges. The police did arrest me, though.
I mean, she should have known what he was referring to was the painting.
My boss, Petra, she's just lovely like that. Providence has gone through some tough times, and I've only been there a year. She invested her life savings, and it's still not making any money. Such a sweet lady. You'd do anything for her.
What about any horror movies? You seen any of them lately? I've been trying to find some good ones.
Dr. Dekker told me to burn it. It was nothing to do with Petra.
Oh, maybe it was for insurance money. That could have been it.
No. Why are you saying that? I don't even know if Petra has insurance. I already ripped up the painting. It screamed as I cut it. And now whenever I close my eyes, I can see it, hear it. I need the tablets, Doctor. I need them.
I guess Dr. Dekker was giving out tablets. Slasher, I don't think so. Let me see. I don't know, I haven't seen it either, but I just looked it up. It's got 3 seasons. Is it good?
The temazepam, the sleeping tablets. The ones you gave me last time.
I didn't give her any sleeping pills. This is the first time I'm seeing her.
Dr. Dekker gave them to me. They helped. I know it's in my head. I know paintings can't talk. What's wrong with me, Doctor? Why do I do this?
She said the pills that I gave her, and then she said Dr. Dekker gave it to her. I'm not Dr. Dekker unless she thinks I am.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll think about that. And the prescription, please?
Oh, cool. She's clear. Yeah, I'll check it out. It came out in 2016, it seems like. What's it about? Oh, she's a new patient, too. I've never seen the Lacey.
I'm Lacey Hendricks. So you don't know about me then?
I don't know about half of these patients.
Where to start? My next door neighbour in Jobson Hill, where I live, she was murdered. 80, and they diversion burgled her. But she was wise to it and started calling the police. They slit her throat with a bread knife. So I started a neighbourhood watch.
Oh, she's crazy. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'm definitely going to check out those 2 simulation games you mentioned. I'm going to check it out how much they are right, like as soon as I get off this stream. I might just download them.
It was me and Agnes. Everyone else thought we were overreacting. If they want their throats cut, that's up to them, living in their bubbles. But Agnes... Poor Agnes.
What happened to Agnes?
She went missing, and still is. And that's what people think. But it's not the truth. It killed them. It looks normal enough. A smartly dressed, door-to-door saleswoman. I know because I heard my other neighbours shout at her. No Jehovah's! They think anyone knocking is a Jehovah. But she said she was selling double glazing.
What? They think everybody knocking is a Jehovah's Witness, and it was a donut salesman. That's what. Was the woman really seeing double glazing donuts?
I don't know. I didn't answer the door. Best not to nowadays. But I watched her go to Agnes's. Poor Agnes. She let her right into her house.
I think she did it.
I could only see the silhouette. It turned from a person into a, well, it looked like, I guess you'd call it a Medusa. Snakes for her face. And Agnes just fell to the floor. A few minutes later, the woman left, smiling like the cat that got the cream. That was the end of Agnes.
The cat that got the cream, I never heard that one. And Medusa had snakes for her hair, not for her face. I don't know. Do you have proof Agnes is dead?
I saw it with my own eyes. What more proof do I need? You're starting to sound like Dr. Dekker. He didn't believe me either.
Well, she didn't see she saw the body. She said she saw like a silhouette, right?
I didn't have much luck with him, like I said. He didn't believe me. He thought I was having a hallucination caused by the stress of my neighbour being so brutally murdered. Where is Agnes, though? I haven't found her, have they? Have they?
Did they find Agnes? I could lie to her.
What? That can't be possible. Is that true? Why don't I know about it then? When was this then? Is she alive? Her useless husband is? Don't know much about him, other than the fact that he looks at me like I'm 6 foot under every time we meet.
What?
He doesn't seem too bothered she's gone missing either. He did at first, when the police were crawling around. But now they've gone, that stopped. If I hadn't seen that thing eat her, I'd...
But I thought Medusa just freezes people, not eats them.
No. He's a weaselly little man who spends far too much time in his garden. It's probably like the National Trust back there. The constant digging and building, pruning and sawing.
Maybe he was digging a grave?
What a thing to say! Why would you say that? I kept watching the front door after that saleswoman had left and nothing. She didn't leave, and you can't get out the back since the council sold the garage block. Ron's a gardener, not a killer. Unless...
Seems like she's making up a lot of stories in her mind.
Agnes said Ron was laying the foundations for a new greenhouse. You don't think... I need to call the police. I need to call them now. But they won't listen to me. I tried to tell them about the monster, but they didn't believe me. They won't believe me about this, I promise you. Please, could you call them, Doctor?
I knew she was gonna ask me. I mean, I'll call them.
Thank you, Doctor. Now give me a pen and I'll write down the details for you. Don't you want to know why Dr. Dekker called me the leech lady?
What? Should I give her a pen? Maybe she'll kill me.
He said that I leech thoughts from people. Suck 'em right out of their heads. And I can put thoughts in there too. I'm not that clever though, am I, Doctor? I mean, it's not as if I was having an affair with Ron and Agnes was in the way and needed to disappear. So I made this story up. I mean, what do you think I do for a living anyway?
Homewrecker? So she was with Ron, and then maybe she got Ron to kill the wife. And then she made that story up. She sells double glazing? She sells donuts. Nah, she's probably, let's say she's unemployed.
Why did you guess that, Doctor? Because I've got time on my hands. Enough time to worry and protect my neighbours with a neighbourhood watch scheme. You're wrong. But I'll remember that.
Uh-oh. I gotta stop making them mad. They're gonna try to kill me.
I was at Henley Church. They had a service that ran right up till midnight. For us less fortunates without a love in their life. Well, now. Do you have someone, Doctor? Do you have a love in your life?
Yes, I do. I should, everybody goes to that Henley church. It must be a popular church.
Keep 'em safe. You never know who's going to come knocking on your door.
Probably you are, selling glazing donuts. Alright, cool. We got her green. And we got Jasmine green. Oh, there's Jaya. She changed her outfit too. What's up with all these women, like, taking their shoes off in the office?
So, should I get a solicitor, or shall we try and talk it out with him?
Let's ask her how she's doing.
Hey you, thanks for helping me with this grief thing. I'm not sure I have it though. Good choice. I'll go and see Ben to see if I can get him to call off the dogs. I have no idea what's gotten into him. Perhaps it's his mum.
What about his mom?
Oh, I don't really know where to start. I feel a bit numb. Maybe we should just talk about him. It hadn't even been a year. He was a quiet, solitary man. A good listener, as I suppose you'd need to be. His confidence did grow as time wore on, but that's what you'd expect after you've fitted in. I mainly miss our chats. He used to work late with me and tell me things about the patients, things that I probably shouldn't have heard, but did. What do you think of the patients? Nah, perhaps you shouldn't say. You can ask me. Go on, I'll tell you what I think.
Yeah, let's ask you. What do you think, Jaya? Why did you... Wait, was she working late there that day too?
We'd worked late together on all sorts of things. He was preoccupied with finding patterns in patients, trying to find some kind of order. Mainly he was searching for a common experience the patients might have had. That's what led them to his office. He'd study everything, even the referral letters.
And the referral letters? I guess he was a man of details.
Yes. Letters, parking tickets, holiday destinations. You know, I find those referral letters... He was sure there was a pattern in them.
Like what? Where would they go on their holidays? What kind of tickets they got for parking? What? I don't see the pattern. Who has a session on Valentine's Day?
On Valentine's Day, Dr. Dekker had a session with Claire Castleford at 11 and that nurse, Elin, at 3. Everyone else cancelled. You should see this place Christmas Eve. I was at home though, so I don't actually know who came in. Dr. Dekker did phone and ask me for Nathan's number, which is a bit strange.
So Valentine's Day we had 2 patients, everybody else canceled, but we're not sure because... Oh, she's bending over. What? She was fixing the painting in the background? Alright, yeah, tell me about her.
Mariana is a special girl. You know, there's something about her that just makes you want to follow her. Maybe that's what a trendsetter looks like.
I wouldn't call her necessarily a trendsetter. She blacks out a lot in the beach.
I think Bryce has a lot of misdirected anger. I don't think I like him that much. You know, sometimes when things overrun, he's outside waiting for you, and he stares at me as if he's undressing me with his eyes. You know, he's not the first person that's done that, but still, you know, it feels worse coming from him. Claire seems to be shaken by something. You know, I offer her drinks every time she comes in, but she always refuses them. It's as if she just wants to come in, get her session over with, and then run off to do something else. It's a bit rude, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Elin seems like a lovely person. I'm not really sure why she's here. Oh, I just want to cuddle Nathan all up. He's such a mess. He's always in the same clothes. You know, he barely talks to me though. It's the same hello every time. He reminds me of Tom.
Who's Tom?
Tom was a quiet mess, like Nathan. Youngish, in his early 20s. He taught piano, but he did have a strange hobby.
What was the strange hobby?
Tom liked to base jump. That's basically falling from a huge building or mountain and pulling your parachute before you hit the ground. He started to think he could fly. Dr. Dekker tried to talk him out of it, but Tom had to prove his point. So one day, Tom decided to base jump without a parachute. Can you guess what happened?
He died?
He did die. He was hit by a rock from further up the mountain. He never got to fly. Nathan thinks he knows what his problem is too, but if he's not careful, he'll get hit by that rock. I wish I'd said goodbye.
To who? To Tom?
I wish I'd said goodbye to Dr. Dekker. It was so sudden. You know, here, then gone. He resigned anyway, but that's not the same, is it?
Yeah, it's not the same.
Dr. Dekker resigned shortly before his murder. No, it's sad. But doctors come and go, and only poor Jaya remains. I've got his resignation letter somewhere. You know, I do all the hiring and firing around here. Well, Professor Alderby and the Trust technically do that.
So she's the only constant. Like, she stays as the secretary, but all these doctors come and go. That's crazy.
Professor Alderby is a trustee. Did I not mention that?
What can you tell me? Well, she already did that.
It smashed. So you watched the tapes. Gold star for you.
But she didn't tell me anything.
Most of the patients are suspects, according to the police. Almost all the patients are referred, and some of them are privates, but Dr. Dekker didn't introduce any of them.
Okay.
She was cuddling him like he was 6. He's 25.
Oh, man. We still gotta ask her some questions, Jaya. But I don't want to make the, we've been going over in an hour, so I'm going to try to end it here, guys. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Thank you for stopping by the AEW 30 Years of Jericho wrestling match. And thanks for watching this, the Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker Part 2. So yeah, just come back for Part 3. And we'll try to find out who killed this man. So far, it looks like everybody did. Everybody's a suspect. Even the secretary. I'm a suspect. Even I don't even know. I'm a doctor, but I could be a suspect. Maybe I killed him so I can get the job. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.